Go out from the Jumbotron TV screen. The San Diego Crew Classic Beer Garden. Stop by and see what you find, what you like. Coming up next, the event number 46. It'll be the Women's Collegiate Novice B Final. And we will see UC Santa Barbara, UC San Diego, University of San Diego, and the University of Minnesota from Minneapolis.
Short, hard strokes.
As they get ready for event number 46, the Women's Collegiate Novice B Final, the boats are getting into position, starting to get aligned. We'll run down the lane assignments for you. In the University of California,
Ladies,
Santa Barbara is in lane 1. The University of California, San Diego is in lane 2.
Hands will not
the University of San
be
Diego is in lane 3. And University of Minnesota is in lane 4. The boats are aligned. And we're awaiting the start.
Compensate for the win, coxswains.
The breeze has picked up here a little bit, and the coxswains are having
Proceeding with alignment.
get their rowers to compensate for a little wind down here. It appears they're aligned.
UC Santa Barbara, UC San Diego, San Diego, Minnesota. 5, 4,
the countdown for the
3,
start.
2, 1. Attention. Go.
They are away and running on course. Immediately at the start, University of San Diego has pulled a 3-seat lead in lane 3 over University of California, Santa Barbara in lane 1. Lane 2 and 4, the University of California and the University of Minnesota, they are neck and neck, just slightly behind. In lane 3, University of San Diego is rowing very, very smoothly, but we see that University of California, Santa Barbara in lane 1 is starting to make a little bit of a move. And with that move, in lane 2 and lane 4, the University of California and the University of Minnesota are responding and trying to pull up even. As we pass the 250-meter mark, we have lane 3, University of San Diego with a solid 4-seat lead over the other 3 boats in lane 1, 2, and 4. The coxswain in lane 1, University of California, Santa Barbara, is called for a power, and they are starting to move back and make a move on lane 3, University of San Diego. Lane 2, the University of California, San Diego is starting to drop back slightly, and we see University of Minnesota in lane 4 starting to try and make a move on the lead boat, which is lane 3, University of San Diego. As we pass through the 500-meter mark, University of San Diego in lane 3 is still ahead. They have a 4-seat lead over lane 1, University of California, Santa Barbara, which has a 2-seat lead over the University of Minnesota in lane 4. And there is about a 1-boat length lead to University of California in lane 2.
On the water, our event number 46. This is the Women's Collegiate Novice B Final. And the lane assignments, University of California, Santa Barbara in lane number 1, currently battling for first spot. In lane number 2, UC San Diego. Lane number 3, our current leader, University of San Diego. And University of Minnesota in lane number 4. 4 crews coming down, competing for the Women's Collegiate Novice Final B. Nearing the 1,000 meter mark. Now, as in the early going, University of San Diego on the lead along the shoreline. They're being challenged by Santa Barbara. Minnesota on the far outside, and some open water back to UC San Diego. Coming through 1,000 meters, it is the University of San Diego with a bow to stern lead over Santa Barbara, then dropping back to Minnesota and UC San Diego. University of San Diego got off to a strong start and has kept that situation going for them and has expanded on it slightly as Santa Barbara is beginning to fall back. At the same time, Minnesota is putting a push up on the outside. University of San Diego in the early going needed to be concerned about Santa Barbara along the shoreline, but now it appears that their competition will come from their outside shoulder, and that would be Minnesota. UC San Diego trailing in this 4-crew race for the Women's Collegiate Novice B Final. University of San Diego continues on the lead, but their main competition now coming from the outside, Minnesota. Along the inside, Santa Barbara. And trailing is UC San Diego. The Tritons could probably use some help from Triton himself. University of San Diego continues to fight off Minnesota, but Minnesota certainly is not going away, and they're beginning to close a little bit of ground on the outside. Santa Barbara along the shoreline was up and challenging USD early in the going, and they have fallen off slightly. University of California, Santa Barbara had to right the lane section as they came through the buoy there so that they would not hit it with their oars, and that took a little bit of steam out of them. On the outside, Minnesota continues to cruise along and challenging University of San Diego. Almost bow marker to bow marker between Minnesota and San Diego. Along the shoreline, Santa Barbara once again had a bit of a problem as they drifted out towards the buoy that marked the lane and had to get away from it so that their oars would not hit it. On the outside, Minnesota looks like they've just snuck into the lead. Minnesota over USD. Minnesota and USD, and we might have a barn burner of a finish here. On the outside, Minnesota stroking at 37 has about a 2-seat lead as San Diego tries to fight to get back into it. Santa Barbara is trailing, and far back in the pack is UC San Diego. It is Minnesota on the outside, San Diego on the inside. Minnesota with the lead as they took it at about 750 meters to go. It is Minnesota, then San Diego, followed by Santa Barbara, and trailing is UC San Diego. Coming up to our finish line, it is Minnesota on the outside. On the near side, it is the University of San Diego. USD had their way for about 1,750 meters, but that's not the way it's going now. They're mounting a comeback challenge, however. On the inside, the University of San Diego does not make it. Minnesota, apparently the unofficial winner, as the University of San Diego tried to come back after losing the lead and apparently was unable to do so. Santa Barbara came in third, and fourth place would be University of California, San Diego. A late effort by the University of San Diego. They are on the near side. On the far side is going to be Minnesota. It looked at about 150 meters to go like Minnesota had no problem whatsoever, but the University of San Diego came back for a challenge, but the Minnesota team held them off, and that's the way it will finish off. The unofficial finish here for the Women's Collegiate Novice B Final, it is the University of Minnesota in a very tight finish, nosing out the University of San Diego, and then came Cal Santa Barbara and the University of California, San Diego. Next up, event number 46 will be coming your way. And this is the Women's Collegiate JV. This is the third echelon. We'll have 3 crews in this one. It'll be Oklahoma, Loyola Marymount, and Kansas State. Check.
Yes, for event 47, we have a 3-boat race between the women in lane